Well, see, I'm
Privileged.
gonna have to pay for gas still.
Oh wow, pay for gas.
Gas.
Wow.
We're doing what they did with my sister. My sister had to pay for gas when she first got her car, when she had her job. But then once she had enough money to get her own car, she had to buy her own car and pay for her own insurance.
Okay, boomer.
Every time you say a word that sounds American, I'm going to throw up.
Can we start?
Biscuit.
Like the word gas.
Gas.
What?
Gas.
Shh! Welcome to our
Straight
1357th millionth conference. Today, I am in bed, and we shall be going over divisional issues.
He's
Medal.
doing this off his head, so like.
I always do it off my head. I don't have a script. I should probably write
Well-
these things down so I can go in a list, but
Well, right now you're off your head, so.
medal awards. My mind's gone blank. Promotions, demotions, and developer questions. Is there any divisional issues that we have?
Not unless any commissioners have any.
Oh, that's a shame.
Okay.
Awards.
Turns out there's no issues.
Medal awards. These first two medals go out for the Medal of Undying Loyalty to these two people. Can Master Danny and I don't know if I'm saying this right. Did I even spell that right? Yeah, I did. Come up to the front.
Oh.
Congrats for being an AEGIS for over a year. Coded, stop.
I have no idea what you're
Alright.
talking about.
You can go sit back down. Thank you. Alright, and we have one more medal. Not many medals this week. This goes out for the AEGIS Combat Excellence Award. Can Dark Milk come up to the front? Is Dark Milk here? Congrats for getting, is it 150 kills? In one, I think 150 kills in one life. Good job. Congrats.
No.
Okay, John Wick.
You can go sit back.
Clap, 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 clap.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Speak of the devil.
What the hell?
are you an
Is
essential
somebody
worker,
giving-
Dob?
Is somebody giving medals?
I'm on my way back
Alright.
from work.
All right. Okay.
Dude. I literally just finished work, guys. Sorry, I wasn't able to.
Hang on, Pickle.
Yes,
Pickle.
okay, next we have AOA invites. So with the following three individuals, when I call your name, please come up. Would Blacks, Popgon Dan, Hello Friend 759 please come up to the front?
Imagine
only
not
one of
being
them
at
are
the
here.
conference.
Lux
Wow.
was here, I guess he...
Couldn't be me.
Congratulations, you're being invited into AOA. Jump up and down, and then you may sit down. Congratulations.
Wow, what an exciting conference today, guys.
Right?
We're all
Oh my
so
God.
enthusiastic.
So much is gonna happen today.
Oh my god, so much excitement.
Does anything happen on any day anymore?
We seem more alive at other conferences. Everybody seems so dead today.
It's cause
It's rainy.
Corona.
It's sunny. The hell?
It's rainy.
It's sunny.
Bruh,
Alright,
it's stormy out here.
next up, we have field agent recommendations. There's only one this week, so may Von X step forward. Pilot, you don't have to come up to say that.
You can just leave. We don't care.
Well,
Alright,
What just happened?
alright. Vionix isn't here,
I don't
but
know, Dylan.
congratulations, you'll be promoted to field agent. And then, lastly, to go over before we move on to the developer questions, we have an officer plus promotion.
Oh,
So may, yeah,
I know who
right.
this is.
Wow, really?
First you
Wow.
like-
Wow, it's almost as though you're a Tomo.
The HighCom member knows who it is.
No
Wow,
spoilers,
Job's
but I know
really ahead
who
of the
this
game
is.
here, isn't he?
So, if we could get a drum roll for that. May Pugs Forever 123 come to the front.
She looked ready to stand up. Did you see her?
Do you mean she looks ready to stand up?
Isn't she
No,
a sim?
Damn it.
She stood up like right away.
Isn't she a
And
sim?
she heard the pee and she like stood up.
Maddie, I swear you call her simp.
You've hosted a lot of trainings and kept up with duty states quite often, so.
Simps forever
Good
1,
job.
2, 3.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
sit back
she
down.
is, yeah. I
No
remember.
blocks. Why whenever Pugs is here, you always like resort to calling her?
Because she said that I'm short, and I'm like 6'5". So I'm
She's
like, screw
not
you.
short.
Is this one of those things?
I'm
where,
probably
like,
the shortest HighCom.
No, you're not.
I'm
She
5.
was just like,
Conan,
Yeah,
I'm
you say I'm
5'5".
short.
oh, you guys are talking to each other.
Conan really said that he's the shortest HighCom here when I'm over here being 5'5". Okay.
But to be fair, most of Highcom's cool. So, like,
And then there's me.
isn't like everyone? Wait,
I had a
Purple's
dream
like-
that all of HighCom went on a
Purple's
vacation
cool.
the other night.
This is a conference, by the way.
Purple's cool. Dylan's like 6 foot.
Guys, can we continue with the conference, please?
Oh, says Yuko, did you join and did a Half-Life reference last time?
It
Shut
was-
up.
It was the
Oh, yeah,
conference
true.
was boring, alright. We had to spice it up a bit because it was
I
boring.
mean, true, that's why I keep naming people Brad and making their heads big.
Okay,
Alright,
Conan, we'll
so-
move on. I guess I'll just open the channel then.
Yeah.
No, no,
opening
no,
the
no, no,
conference
alright,
questions channel.
Wait, is that it? I'm gonna go watch Breaking Bad.
Oh.
Did he just? Yeah, no, Dylan,
Jev-
get him back
Jev-
here.
Jevon's
What the hell
here. It
was that?
doesn't really matter. We don't need him.
I think
Bro, am I being replaced?
Jevon for being.
Wait,
good.
wait.
Am I
I
being
forgot to add
replaced?
something. Bro,
Did you just say yes to me being replaced? Right, just a second.
What did
Wait,
you
wait.
miss?
I forgot to do
How do you
AOA
work?
graduates.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
This is very disconjointed
I can't
and...
run it.
Okay, everybody
It
shut
doesn't
up.
work.
Everybody shut up. Everybody shut up. That means you coded.
We have 2 medals for AOA graduates. So would John Jolton and Sunshines come up to the front, please? Congratulations, you 2 have graduated AOA. Jump up and down. Thank you. Sorry for missing you. You may sit down now. Thank you. Okay, move on.
Who else was it? John Jolton and.
Sunshines.
All right.
Okay. We can coded. Go ahead and ask your questions and conference questions. It's open
The
now.
chant. Yeah.
I will ask my questions. My first question is, why do I have to do conference questions?
Because you're a developer now. Now shut your mouth.
Looks like I've got to stand here because there isn't space for me. Let's see. Ask questions that are questions, please.
That was already said, baby hates.
Can't we just bring our Jevon up? Oh, he just left the game. He said he can't deal with it anymore.
Oh god, okay.
Did I break his heart by making his head really big?
He could have just reset. So probably
No,
not.
I think he's left the game.
I mean, I've got one thing to say that's developer related.
What?
The
Okay.
developer Discord. We're obviously now actively taking applications again. I reviewed every portfolio that we currently have, and if you've been accepted, then you're gonna get your roles later today, and you're gonna meet the rest of the team. If you haven't, then obviously
Oh, they're doing-
your portfolio wasn't that good, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and we're developing again.
Wow, it only took 3 months to read those apps. Damn!
Wow. Nobody's written a question yet. Okay, that's the end of the conference.
No.
No, damn it.
The channel's open.
Could there be a type of feature where if you shoot a wall or a pole a specific amount of times it could start to break? That would be difficult to optimize in a game that is already not optimized enough.
Not really. You could make a client side, but why do we want breakable poles?
That's also another point. Why would we want breakable poles? Toby, you're not doing it in the format. Can you please rewrite that question in the format, please? Could we turn into dew dust after getting shot by a dew? That's actually a cool idea. I like that. I'm gonna, instead of releasing anything else, I'm just gonna make it dew dust, and then I'm leaving the development team. The dew dusting. And then I leave development team. Maybe we make it so when shooting something like concrete, it makes a sound like a bullet hitting concrete.
Isn't that already a thing?
Concrete.
I swear you made it so it sounds
the
different.
problem with that is the game already makes that sound when you hit concrete, so we can't make it make the sound again. Can you make it where there's events that change the game permanently? Like if Raiders somehow took over the border, they would keep it for however long they could hold it until AEGIS gets it back. That's always been an idea. We might do it. If we get enough developers, then we could probably do it. Yeah. Will there be a completely new event? Every event is a new event. Well, for that week anyway. Unit captains and commanders have to make up brand new unique events every week, I think.
They try to get creative with each and every one.
Yeah.
We just do zombies like 200 times a day.
It's because zombies are fun, you see.
Yeah, but when you spam them out, like I know that's pretty much all. Well, no, Purple does some other events too, but that used to be his go-to, and it was really.
It was just
boring
nothing
and
but zombies.
Yeah.
No, but I can't really blame him because whenever I do like a vote, everyone always does zombies. I'm like,
Even though zombies
and zombies as an option. Delete it as an option.
As in suggestions by Bad Spot, his suggestion states that the running animation of your gun with safety off looks really fun. Can you get rid of the head movement? Make bullets go through glass. Ooh, that would be cool. But, maybe. I don't know. If I ever... Well, I want to fix the gun script.
Can you do the check marks, Corpsey? My mom's calling me.
Sure.
Make it possible to climb ladders with the Christmas shotguns. Are they not... I don't know that. Didn't know that was a problem in the first place.
What?
And an E&Q system where you can lean side to side. Doesn't really fit with the combat that's in the border right now. I would say that Dylan made a suggestion a while ago saying that you can only run while your gun's in safety, which is how it was originally designed, but we changed it because we didn't think that it fit with the combat right. If we did make the combat more strategic, perhaps if there was a map redesign and everything got pulled closer together, then maybe peeking behind cover could be more useful. But in the current open border map, where there's basically like, it's not much cover and it's run and gun combat nearly all the time, it doesn't really fit in with the game's design. Wastelander jobs, the settlements are kind of dead and no one uses them except to hide for MDF. Buy something real quick or printing them. That would be relatively easy to do. I'm not answering questions about the city, by the way. I'm just going to ignore them. What if there was like an opposing force to AEGIS that hosts synchronized raids and stuff? Pretty sure we used to have something like that.
Like an official
Vaxis.
raider group.
It was like that was Vaxis back in the day.
Maybe can you put in a processing booth which could add a next civilian screen? There'll be attending processing next civilian. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't know. Could we have a system where if you're on the roof or out into the wasteland on the AEGIS team? What? Oh, because because the protocol announcements don't get quieter the further you get away. That's probably because they're globalized the entire map. You could do that, but like, there's the question as if it would get done because it's not really that high priority. We have other things that need to be fixed before we fix those other things. The interview chair is retarded. Please fix it.
Don't just say it's...
Explain the issue.
Yeah, say how it's like stupid or whatever.
What
Don't just say
interview
it's
chair?
stupid.
Maybe add iron sights to guns for us in first person. Again, first person combat doesn't really fit in the border. If the combat was different, then it probably would, but not. No. Will ARD get medical kits? That's a very good question, actually. I talked last time about how I would love to add stim packs into the game. And it depends. We might get around to doing that. So maybe next ARD update. Oh my god, there's loads of questions now. Make the AIA flashlight actually usable. It's super dimmed at the moment. It's been like that since day one. What next time we update Combatics, which only happens like once a year, can we make the duty state leaderboard show last week's and this week's? This will make checking duty states easier. Yeah, that would be only a quick change to the code. I'll make sure that happens soon. Shouldn't take too much. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Will you add a silent sniper rifle? We already have a silent sniper rifle. It's the L118A1S. But it's actually restricted to AIA, I think. Do AIA have that? Or is it?
Or STHD.
STHD have the silenced one, yeah. So they do. There is a silent sniper rifle. It's just. Will there be a way?
They're silenced.
Yeah, they don't really have any physical difference. There's no damage penalty. It's just the sound that it makes is different. It's quieter. Will there ever be a way to stop exploiters from causing outbreaks? Ooh, that's a good one.
Easy.
It's an easy thing to do. We just probably put like a group lock on it or something. Or,
And then there would never be any infections, though.
Yeah, because CZ currently doesn't have a spawn rate, so it would never happen unless a HiCom did it. Wait, does it?
It's just very, very low.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like 0.0003.
Have ARD actually experienced an outbreak yet of CZ? With that, where it's unknown.
Well, a lot of people usually just blame it on an exploiter, but it usually isn't.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I haven't actually seen that many exploited outbreaks happening, to be honest, but that's just me. I sit in the game quite a lot.
It's because most exploiters now are just either the invisible ones or the fling ones. Like, I rarely, like, when I see exploiters, they're usually invisible. I don't really see many, like, actual no-clip.
No.
I don't know how Roblox hasn't fixed that yet. It's like a thing you can use on literally any game.
Roblox is completely stupidly incompetent with everything, so I wouldn't get our hopes up about it being fixed anytime soon. They're just absolutely mentally retarded. I think it means it's stupid because you're lying down instead of sitting. You probably want it to be someone actually sitting up. That's a good point. That's probably something that we should fix. What do you mean go off? You wanna fight me, Pugs? What's the next question? Maybe add the visor on the MDF Combatics. Could be more of a chrome orange. That's a good point. Maybe when the Combatics get an update in the future, we'll add that in. Is it possible that we could have a notice board outside the AEGIS spawn that would display the current protocol? Oh. And you've even given an example. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a really good idea. A board, like, out as you walk out the spawn, perhaps. There's just a board on the wall that states, like, what's going on right now.
There's a border on the wall.
Yeah, there's a border in the border.
Sounds good.
Our border in the middle of our wasteland. Our border in the middle of ours. The interview chat to the left is retarded when you sit at your face 90 degrees to the left. Oh, yeah, it's orientated wrong. If Dylan ever goes through and fixes that chair, then he will fix that chair. None of us have permanent access to the game, so it's whether Dylan fixes the chair or not. Actually, I could probably do it, I don't know. Make attachments to the guns that you can buy with credits. Yes. I want to add attachments. Maybe one day in the future I will add attachments, because I want to do a gun script change after I fix the faction board, and also fix infections, and also fix and change the leaderboard. Once all that's done, I'll get onto the gun script and change things in that, because that needs a lot of fixes. Could ARD ever take the role of somewhat of a combat method? Can't speak fucking English. Could ARD ever take the role of a combat medic? Yeah. I mean, if stim packs are being added, then they could technically be a combat medic, but ARD aren't trained for combat, and they don't actually have guns. The only gun they have is a revolver, so we'd have to change the purpose of ARD. that's something that's up to the AR commissioner when I had Stimpaks. What?
Subdivisions.
Subdivisions. Maybe add a sniper from the shop at the bunker into a game pass.
He used to be a raider.
Yeah, that's probably why he wants it. I know there was some consideration of a sewer expansion or underground tunnels for Wasteland at AEGIS use. Any thoughts about that now? Dylan, this is a question for you.
What?
Sewer expansion.
Yes.
Yes. Will we add a script for ranking up instead of writing a duty post? The thing is with that is we've already discussed this with Officer. We feel like it might be important to actually just keep the duty state system as it is now instead of automating it more. Mainly because it's like, well, their paperwork in a way. We decided not to automate it more than it's already automated. Why was there a crossbow on that question? It's probably because...
It was right beside the check mark, my bad.
Oh, okay. Add Aegis outposts in the wasteland. They could be used... They would be used to take cover or to plan something like taking control of Fort Poliax. If the map was bigger, then that would probably be a good idea. But right now, there's enough cover that MDF or any other person can hide in. Add a way for Aegis to earn credits. Yes. I'm just gonna say yes because credits don't really have a use. Credits would probably go towards buying permanent attachment upgrade. Because credits currently just have no use whatsoever. Will there ever be a way for Aegis to buy better guns? Not really. I don't know. There's always something I've wanted to do with like... I don't know, I'm gonna have to think that one through. At the bins outside, there could be a small screen above the light which displays the username which clicked it. Multiple people always click it. That is also a good idea. Oh yeah, now I'm leading the conference.
I just got disconnected for idling.
Yeah, I mean, we're adding a thing to the infection scanner that shows who was scanned because ARD have wanted that back for over a year. Because the infection scanner is going to need to be rewritten anyway. Is it possible in the future that Aegis will be able to patrol in the wasteland? No. MDF patrol in the wasteland.
That
not...
is a thing very lightly where field agents are allowed, but only in the guidelines it even states that. And this was shouted not too long ago. But it requires the authorization of, I believe it was unit captains and up for an organized group of field agents plus, and they would have to be under the command of, I think, an officer or unit commander.
I didn't even know that, and I was the one who rewrote the guidelines in the first place. You can tell how forgetful I am. Give AIA their own team so they can team chat to each other. Yeah. Sounds like a good idea to me. We could shove a little team in there. It's pretty simple.
That sounds like a very good idea, actually.
Yeah, because AIA are the secret division who do secretive things, and they like being secret. Make it so Aegis can control hideouts like Fort Poliax to cut off supply lines. An officer would take Aegis there to defend them. It's like a control point, like how we said control points would be kind of a cool thing. Yeah, perhaps.
When currency becomes a thing, a lot of groups have it so that if a group controls a control point, then that team gets like a bonus to how much currency they make.
Yeah. Wait, I'm not done yet. Just a second. Wait. Just a second. Just a second. Didn't work! No. Oh wait, it's because I'm stupid. Wait, just a second. You've ruined my plan.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Is that the end of the conference? Oh,
yes! Okay, now you can, that's the end of the conference. Thank you for attending. We'll see you all soon.
I have us all spinning.
Oh my god.
There we go.